long have we been here? Hell, I can't, with a shadow of a doubt, tell you how long you've been here. But I guarantee you, shit, I know I've been here at least, my Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations. I would say at least 5 generations. So people's like, wait a minute, y'all, that don't make sense. It makes a hell of a lot of sense, brother. Every 100 years is a generation. Nigga, you ain't been here no 1 generation. You got to be retarded to think. And I ain't nothing against people. People take that literally, like he's talking about people that's disabled. That's just a phrase we say in the hood. Nigga, you retarded. It don't mean nothing by it. Damn, so sensitive. No, I'm just saying, you guys got to understand what we're saying. You've been here 500 years, man. I know people say, well, but 400 years, you didn't get it right. After 400 years, those who have the Most High, who had his hands on. Now, I know some of y'all say, well, that's a lot of brothers in this truth had passed away. I can't tell you where they at. I don't know. Maybe they figured it out. Most High took them. There was a lot of people that were speaking good truth, and they were some good brothers, and they passed away. I know for sure in 2009, 2010, they was on them highways and byways. And some of them went to, they passed away in their sleep. And then you had people that didn't understand that and was clowning them like they wouldn't, the Most High didn't have his hands on. That's why he died in his sleep. How you know that? That brother probably had it so down packed. He had it so down packed in his prayers, and you don't know who he was helping. You don't know what type of motives he had when he was on that camera on YouTube doing them shows. And the brother went in his sleep. Sometimes people can be so damn stupid and with stigma till they think they know it all. You know, somebody passed away in the truth. You just automatically know, yeah, you know, if he still was in his truth, the Most High would have kept him alive because we supposed to be here when the war happens. Who told you that? The Most High didn't say you're supposed to be here when the war happened. He said some of you should not taste death. How you know he wanted you to be on this side to taste death? He probably wanted you to go into the next dimension to finish out your time. And then at that point, before you go to office, you would taste death. You would go into a deep sleep and wake up in the kingdom. See, we got it twisted, man. You don't have to suffer like death, like, oh, I can't breathe. Oh my God, I've been shot. I'm losing consciousness. You know, that's that movie shit. The Most High know how to test you, man. And trust me, it ain't going to be cute. I told y'all about my breathing issue. It wasn't cute. It wasn't tell everybody that anymore. No. Trust me. You see, like you figure this is it. I can't put it in words how close to what death feels like in a time of not breathing. But goddamn it, I was there. So I can't explain how he gonna do you, what test he gonna put you on. For all I know, I could have died, and he just, okay, that's your death. Now you're back. I don't know. Yah has his own way of doing things. But the reason I bring this up is because people really think they only been here for 30 years because they're 35 or 40, 45, 50, and you're wrong. You've been here so many generations, because if you had it right, you wouldn't be listening to me right now. Your ass would be in the next dimension finishing out your term of a great life. Because you hear the most. See, this is how Yah is. Yah has where he loves you unconditionally. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something. Everybody ain't going to get this come back every generation era. And you're probably saying, well, what about those who ain't, who consider 2/3? Would they come back? The Most High can see. The Most High don't look at you right now, man, and see what you're going to do next week. The Most High already know your intentions for the next damn 500 to 1,000 years. He have already looked at you and know that you are not going to do right. So he don't even bother. He just let you stay 2/3 and let you wander in the wilderness. Some people that are here on this planet is just in the wilderness. You ever seen some people that you grew up with, even family people, and you can go back and visit and they still talking about the same thing? That's the wilderness, right? That was a clip I put on my storyline because another dude had that same experience. See, you feel me, right? They're in the wilderness, bruh. They still ain't figured it out. Now, sometimes you can love them so much, the Most High will grant that love. You probably say, well, Yash, I thought we couldn't pray for people. No, I didn't say you can pray for people. If they are righteousness and just lost, the Most High could try to turn them. But at the end of the day, they still got to find it themselves. That's what happened with Moses. Moses loved us unconditionally because the Most High wanted to get rid of us. But Moses had so much passion for us, and Yah believed in Moses. He gave us a pass. But what happened with that pass? We couldn't get there off Moses' pass. That just prolonged our stay for us to get it back, to get with Yahweh. You understand? I want y'all to understand, man, how it works, because on some real ill mind literature, you have to come back to Yah. He can't do it for you. And he's not going to do it for you. If you take your time and say, well, I'm going to do it when my time, and whenever happens, you can perfectly well do it that way, but you'll probably pass away and come back in another generation and do it all over again. And you probably say, well, that's crazy. It ain't crazy. Some of y'all been here 5 times. And I know people on highways say, wait a minute, reincarnated mean just one time. Who's you? You going to speak for Yah? The Most High can bring you back every generation. Every generation is 100 years. No telling how many times we've been back. Because until you get it right, you're going to keep coming back. It makes perfect sense. I mean, how many times have you been sitting somewhere? You never been to certain states. You've never been to certain countries. But for some reason, you go to this certain state or country and you be like, wait a minute, I remember this. There's a woman going to walk across her and she's going to have a little dog. And I'll be damned. He's like, man, I remember that dog. I remember that woman. We're all just on stage, man. We're just constantly coming back doing the same.
It began with a vision that from the majesty of this land could rise new possibilities. That spark of an idea created something you have to see to believe. Grand and exhilarating, an unparalleled entertainment experience. Today, the only thing missing is you. See for yourself. Saboba Casino Resort. Forces of nature. As old as time. Now, Saboba Casino Resort welcomes you to a world of exclusive rewards and privileges. With new rewards and new heights. Introducing Sky by invitation only. Learn more at Saboba.com. Find your element. Saboba Casino Resort.
Same shit. How many times have you saw movies like that? Like you die and then they come back. You're probably saying, what? They didn't get it right. That's a lot of truth to that. That's a lot of truth. The Most High he can't. And see, here's the thing. He's not going to even deal with you if you don't have potential. But that means like you're not even trying. You're not even trying to get to the next destination. You're not even understanding his laws and statutes. You don't understand charity. You don't understand nothing about the universe. You just doing your thing and think because you black or you believe in the scriptures, the Most High going to grant you a stay. Nope, you're going to come back again. You ain't learned nothing. You're doing the same thing you did when you was here last time. That's why when you see them old pictures of lookalikes like with Keanu Reeves and Jay-Z and Queen Latifah and Eddie Murphy, those are them. I'm going to hit y'all with the Bob gun today. I don't know if y'all ready for it, but you know how Yashkara do. That's what we do, baby. That is Keanu Reeves. That is Nicolas Cage. That is them. You probably saying, well, damn, Yasha, why are they back? Trying to get it right, but they never got it right. Nicki Minaj. That's Nicki Minaj. I know some of y'all saying, oh, come on. Y'all can say whatever you want. Nicki Minaj was doing the same thing years ago, a century, whatever that year that was. She doing it still today. He said that's just a coincidence. They just look alike. No, ain't no damn coincidence. Hey, there's no mistakes in this world, man. There's no mistakes. Y'all got to stop saying, well, they just look alike. That was Jay-Z back in the day. He didn't get it right even to this day. Now, what y'all seeing right now, that's not even Jay-Z, so the Most High can't help him. The real Jay-Z is gone. That's a clone. See, that's why you have to get it right before Satan put his paws on you. And you probably say, how are you going to put my paws on? He's going to promise you the world if you just give him a little bit. And that little bit is just that soul. And the Most High just stepped back and said, damn, we brought him back 3 times, still didn't get it. So now Satan got him. He can't help you at that point. See, that's why he brings you back so you don't fall into that trend. That's why you had to go through slavery. You had to see the hard knocks and understand, and you still didn't get it. You get it? So what y'all don't understand, let me just explain something, man. Oh, wow. I'm going to pull the shoes off today. Y'all got to pull your shoes off and sit up on the couch and get this one. Even our Gentile brothers and sisters were our considered family because they were servants to the royalty, and they knew this truth. And because they were servants of the royalty, they had great lives, and they didn't want for anything. See, we've been complacent to believe that every so-called servant was beaten. All the servants was hung out dry to hang. See, that's that cruel world. But when we had servants, they lived very well. They dressed very well. They was not treated wrong. They did the high holy days with us. They had great lives. After 5 years, they had a chance to either continue to work for us, or we could set them up for their own empire. That's how it was, man. The maximum time to work for somebody back in the day was 7, because 7 is the end to a new completion. And the Gentiles was set up, bruh. That was facts. They were all set up. So it wasn't to this new world that we came in that there was no such thing. You can work till you die. That's why they be 65, 75, working at Walmart, had a good day. Working at Walmart, had a good day. Working at Walmart, had a good day. See, 65, 70, still working. That's unheard of in biblical times. Our Gentiles had a great life. So if they knew the scriptures, the Most High expected them to have the utmost respect for the scriptures, especially of Judah. They had to come back too. That's why we had John Brown. He had to come back. He didn't get it right last time, but he got it right when he came back this time. Hello. Do it make sense now? I'm trying to draw y'all in to see where we're going with this. You say John Brown was one of a kind. No, he wasn't. John Brown didn't get it right the first time. He came back with his children last time. He got it right. You understand me? That's what we do. You got to come back to get it right, because you can't get a free pass, man. Not with Yah. And at some point you're gonna run out of trump cards. And I don't mean President Trump. It's a phrase for chances. That's that old term. And you go ahead and use your trump card. That means use your last chance. Okay. You're gonna run out of chances, man. And when you run out of chances, y'all just nothing he can do. See, you gotta understand, Most High is a merciful Lord, man. Lord is Yah. Whew. I'm gonna drop something on you now. When you say, "My Lord is my King," what exactly did I say? Because I know some people took that word called Lord and say that means master. That means a lot of things. Yes, it's the highest, utmost of master, but it also means I love Yah, my King. See, Lord is master, so I love Yah, my King. They took all that out of our scriptures. They took everything out of biblical content and put Lord and Jesus and God in front of it, so you'll never learn. So if the scriptures say, my Lord is my King, my Yah is my King. Do you understand that? Makes perfect sense, huh? So you got people out here talking about, don't say Lord. Why? Who you? No, we should say Yah. That's why I say Yah all the time. Yah. Because when you see Lord in scriptures, it should be Yah. Come on. So let's get back. So have we been here? And then I'm skipping, we've been here. We've been here a long time. Real talk. We've been here a mighty long time, man. And finally, we're beginning to see what Yah wanted us to do. The universe acknowledges. And once the universe acknowledges it, you just have to keep going. Now you're ready. You probably say, well, damn, Yash, how did Enoch get out so early? He was the man. He got it from the beginning. Time when Enoch stepped foot on this planet, he absorbed it like a sponge. He got it right away. Most High was like, wait a minute. This don't happen all the time. He don't need to be there. Enoch, all the greats of biblicalness, of Yah.
It began with a vision that from the majesty of this land could rise new possibilities. That spark of an idea created something you have to see to believe. Grand and exhilarating, an unparalleled entertainment experience. Today, the only thing missing is you. See for yourself. Saboba Casino Resort. Forces of nature. As old as time. Now, Saboba Casino Resort welcomes you to a world of exclusive rewards and privileges. With new rewards and new heights. Introducing Sky by invitation only. Learn more at Saboba.com. Find your element. Saboba Casino Resort.
Yahweh being Yahweh had to come back. Why? What makes us so special? Don't think we got to go through it. All of our four brothers came back. Every disciple had to come back. Why you think when Simon Peter saw the Most High rise on third day, he said, Lord, are we getting out of here? He said, no, not by far, Peter. Not today. Peter couldn't understand it. Why? Because they wasn't ready yet. So he had to let them stay a little longer. When Jeremiah read that last letter, he was ready. Come on. You got to understand how y'all works, bro. This all of this camp crap and everybody picking sides ain't got nothing to do with picking sides. This is about Yahweh. And once you understand the realm of spirituality, and it's very important to tap into this universe. Because you ain't Jack. You ain't nothing but flesh and bone. You can't make a decision if you wanted to. Although the Most High give you free will, and you always make the wrong decisions. Once you tap into that spiritual realm, you have discovered who you are. Now, the hard part is staying on that tightrope because it's so easy to fall off. That's what you have. Just let's go back, man, to all the people who walked that tightrope. They had to come back. They had to understand what it's really about, because it was not about your daddy, your mama. It wasn't about your leaders. It was about you as an individual connecting to the universe. That's what it's always been. That's why it's called We the People, baby. We the people. And the Most High didn't say we the Negro. He didn't say nothing about race. He has a chosen, but the Most High didn't even have to say his chosen, because it was evident that the Most High had a chosen. He didn't have to repeat it. In this content of world, we always have to repeat it because they can't stand for you to get together. And once you do figure it out, these so-called Gentiles of Caucasian descent, Arab descent, will totally just be like a breath of fresh air. It's going to all just leave like, damn, we was wrong. And they want to connect with you. But let me explain something. There's only going to be a handful of Caucasians, a handful of Arabs, a handful of Asians, a handful of Puerto Ricans, a handful of the Latinos, period. All ethnicities. Okay? Just a handful is going to connect, because the majority is still on some BS. And that's why people lose their consciousness of trying to make things right, because you want everybody to get it. But it knows how to want that. They probably on their second term of being here. Just because they're 35, 45, that could be their first time here. And they're not done. See, that's what I be telling you. Y'all waiting on this planet to blow. It's not going to blow. It's going to continue. Yes, America will be dealt with, but it's not over, babe. That's some people got to keep coming back. See, I've been saying, let me say this. This planet is bigger than you think. It is just not America, Europe, Canada, Australia. Man, come on. This planet is so big you can't wrap your arms around it, nor can you get around it, period. It is so damn huge. That's why we have a firmament. You can't get out. What's ever here going to stay here because the Most High has the last word. You see what I'm saying? So we keep saying what the scriptures say after 1,000 years. Okay, it does say that, but did you understand that there's a certain demographical area the Most High is going to condemn on this planet and start over? Who? Come on. But this particular place will continue. I don't know, you understand, y'all? I don't think you get it. Because I really believe that the elders has poisoned your mind so much because they're not leading with spirit, they're leading with vainglory. You got to understand what I'm trying to told you. When the Most High said he would change the planet, and you assume that he's going to change total earth, America's going to blow up and he's going to change it to his liking. That's not the answer. This place will continue because it's an adolescence for learning, and you got to keep coming back and keep coming back till you get it, till you tap out. Well, how long this place going to keep going? As long as the Most High want. See, that's what we don't understand. We think we got a book for everything. We think we got a book to tell us how long this place going to last. The Most High didn't tell us that. He didn't tell you how long the mark of the beast was going to be on the planet. He didn't tell you how long you was going to go through it. But they'll pull different books and say, well, it says right. Man, stop that. The Most High ain't going to let go of the jewels of his sayings. Are you retarded? I don't give a shit what the books say. The book is conclusive and it's built with a lot of bigotry, mindset of men of power. That's why when you read the scriptures, one or two people don't get the same meaning because they're in parables to every man and woman of Yah, of not understanding his trueness. So when you read it, you're going to see something that said Mickey Mouse. She may read it said Donald Duck. But you're going to see the authenticity of what Yah is saying because that's what it is. And I'm telling you, you don't have to take my word because these are words of Yah. This place will never be over. It's an adolescence of learning. Do you realize that we're not even in year 2000? Let's just sum this up, right? Come on. You realize that we're not even in year 2000. I've always believed that we was in year 3000, but there's some people who broke it down even better that said this is most likely year 5000. And I have to agree with that. Guys, it's never going to stop. So that's why you say you're wasting valuable time waiting on this place to blow. And why? You're wasting too much time. They keep telling you, well, we're going to have a war. Okay, they're going to have a war. It is going to be a World War III for sure. But you think it's going to be over? Well, those scriptures are talk about letting go of the nukes and they're going to rock back and forth. It is going to rock back and forth, but it ain't going to destroy nothing. It's going to be rocking and shit going to be destroyed, but it's going to continue and it's not going to be like what we're accustomed to. Because when this thing hit like a blueprint, when they start to rebuild again, it's going to be built totally different. It's not going to have so many highways. It's going to be flatter. And what I mean by that, like we got highway. When they have that war and everything become demolished and everything flat, it's going to be a whole different world. When they start to build again, they're not going to build it like that no more. There's going to be more righteousness than anything, but at the same time, there's going to be evil at the same time because the Most High has to send you someplace to learn. Now, at some point, people say, well, yeah, there got to be a cutoff point because the scriptures mean of letting Satan loose. What makes you think that he ain't loose already? Now, he's not lose what we can see, and the Most High prohibits Satan from doing anything destructive until Satan check in with Yah. But did you hear the chains of the angels? How they was moaning, and you can hear the chains, how they was moving around. You probably said, why can't they just break the chains? Because they're spiritual chains. They can't break it. Until Yah says they can come through. How do we know that the Most High is giving Satan a little bit more power? Because his demigods is here. His Luciferians are here. That's why you see half man and half human in the woods now. You see creatures coming up on shore. That's the Most High telling you it's getting ready to pop, but it ain't over. See, this is why I be telling people, we in the biblical times, we were used to seeing creatures. We fought creatures. This is all coming back, man. It's all coming back. You're going to see creatures and ain't going to have no fear of them. You're going to live with them. Why you think the reptiles is coming to concerts showing you their faces? We are in the time of the biblical because we fought creatures. We knew what the creatures looked like. We know that man could turn himself to a reptile. And we didn't have a problem with it because they stayed on their side. The Most High is bringing it back because that's where we at. Ain't nothing new under no damn sun. Y'all tripping. Every biblical man had to come back, man. It's not a coincidence that we had these great leaders before us. The Jeremiahs and the Isaiahs, they came back. And they got it right. Then it went to the next dimension. Enoch was the only one, according to literature, that came to the surface and had no flaws. From the moment he stepped on this place, it was just righteousness. And the Most High was like, wait a minute. Enoch was just too good. He's like, He figured it out already and pulled him right back. Just as fast as he put him down, he pulled him back. That hasn't happened since. And according to literature, Enoch saw so many planets. Uriel, according to literature, was showing him the planets. And they still never covered all of them. They just was showing them some. But there were some planets that was full of so much misery. They didn't even have to go to it. They just were passing by. And they could feel the misery. And it was mentioned, what's that? Uriel. That's a place we don't even want to go down there. They didn't even look down that way. They could just feel it as they was passing by. It was so much misery. You don't think Earth is like that? You don't think Earth is one of them places they passed by after he went to the other side? Right? Check this, what I'm trying to tell you. You got to remember something. When Uriel went to the other side, that his time was a standstill. Okay, there was no more time at that point. When Uriel went to the other side, there was no more time. So wherever planet Uriel passed, it was something very evil and very with sorrow. This planet that we live on have all of that Enoch experienced. But at the particular time when Enoch was on the planet, it wasn't like that. So you probably said, well, if Enoch went to the other side, how can he experience this planet? Because it was already light years away and there's no time where he's at. So he could have very well passed it because he was already not on a time no more. There's no more time where he's at. But where he was passing by, it was already manifested and it was already going through the tribulations. And he happened to pass by and they both felt it like, woo, that's a place we don't want to be. Welcome to Earth. There's more misery here than anywhere. There's more doubt, death, hate. There is no love. It's all hate and stigma. It's all devil worshiping and evil. Evil men, evil women. Men sleeping with men, women sleeping with women. Sacrificing children. Right? Sex trafficking. Beheading folk. This is constantly, every day. You can't tell me that he couldn't felt that as he was passing by, because there's no time where Uriel and Enoch were as they was passing through the galaxy, but they felt it. This is probably the worst place you can be. So the Most High know if you can transpire and understand where you are and come full circle, you have did what you're supposed to do. Now you have to teach it to others before he take you. Do you understand what I just told you? Makes perfect sense, man. Perfect doggone sense. And you got these people talking about, well, earth gonna blow up and it's just gonna be Negroes in the kingdom and all the Gentiles gonna be done away with. That's just hateful teaching. Now let me just explain something. The Most High said in Ecclesiastic, there's a time to hate, there's a time to love, there's a time to cry, there's a time to die, there's a time for war. That's just perfectly truth. But he does not mean hate those who want this truth. Hate those who accepted the truth. You're telling people by race we should hate them. That's on the highways and byways. And that's blasphemous because the Most High never said that. And that's why they got to be paid back for lying on Yah and putting up them fake signs, giving people false hope. You got Mexicans believing that they of the 12 tribes. That's false hope, man. You got Cambodians thinking they of the 12 tribes, false hope. Argentinians, all the Cubans, not all the Cubans, only the Afro-Cubans. But you got them believing that all these people on that sign have hope, and you giving them blasphemous hope. And you got to pay for that. Everything that you put in this universe is recorded, and you got to pay for everything you've done. Some of y'all doing these marches, knowing that you're working for the rabbis with the 6-point star, knowing you worship Satan in the closets, and that's why they give you so much money, and you're trying to recruit to make your so-called platform even bigger. You have to pay for all of that, and they don't think that is going to happen. That's why when the Most High see what they're doing, see, let me just explain. Some of you elders had a chance to get it right, but you came back and worked for the synagogues. Okay, you decide to work for the synagogues, and you decide to turn your people upside down. So the Most High already had to wash his hands and say, I can't help him now. He too far in. So you are going to be lit, and I don't mean party style. You're going to be lit from all sides when the Most High cast judgment. Because you had a chance to get it right. He was waiting on you to get it right. You was going to the right path, but then you got greedy. You tired of doing this. You tired of doing that. You need to get paid. You need reparations now. The rabbis heard that. Satan said, go get him. He recruited you. And you put this so-called Israelite camp together. And now you became bigger than life. And you think the Most High is with you. And that's why you never say Yah, you say Christ. You never say Yah, you say Jesus. You never say Yah Elohim Yahweh ben Yahweh. You say Jesus Christ and God. You are going to be lit. You had a chance to get it right. And Most High looked and saw your mistakes and was willing to forgive because you was headed right. But Satan knocked on your door and called Rabbi and said, come over here. We got your reparation check. Okay. And you think you magically going to beam up Scotty because you got on your fringes. Fringes. Oh, my God. Who lied to y'all? They've been preaching that madness since 2000. Fringes. Hell you talking about? Fringes. Go do your own study on fringes. Yash, you never wear fringes. Damn it, and I never will. Who told? Because an elder? Because a camp said word. Who told you that? Them niggas in Des Moines, Israel still wear 6-point stars. Who told them that? That's their uniform. In order for them to have land and grow crops, they have to wear the uniform or their oppressors. Fringes. Only our oppressors wore fringes. Did you know everyone that put us in slavery had fringes? Did you know all the leaders of evil, of the synagogues and scribes and Pharisees and Roman Catholicism of Caesar had fringes? Did you know the Babylonians have fringes? So why the hell will we wear the fringes? Nigga, please. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope it's making sense to you that I ain't taking your left field, because that's exactly where we got to be, man. You got to understand that these people are not your so-called people of Yah, their own vainglory. And I'm going to say this. If you're a man and woman of Yah, okay, stop going to people's plantations and working in the damn field like a slave, a modern day slave. Where y'all getting that from? I see Hebrew Israelite men and women and children going on people's acres of land with these damn awful clothing, misfit clothing, cleaning chickens and fish and cleaning the grounds. And I'm going to tell you what they're going to tell you. All the biblical men did that. Use a lie. Use a lie. When we had our land, we showed to people how to be prosperous, but at the same time, we provided land. So you're going to work the goddamn land. We showed you. So you're going to plow the land. You're going to make sure the herbs is right. You're going to make sure the chickens are clean, because that's what you do as a doggone leader. You lead, you show, and you sit back and put things in perspective. You're sitting there working harder than the slaves. I can't believe it. I seen people on a plant. Man, come on. Y'all talking about y'all found freedom. Getting up at 4 and 5 in the morning, cleaning chickens and plowing the land and looking like misfits. Who told you that? And this man sitting back talking about he your leader and he doing videos in a truck every other hour, riding around like Gustavo. Fuck. Man, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. And they think they found righteousness. Why do a man and woman of Israel descent have to work so hard in the modern day? Why, if you're gonna bust your behind on somebody's plantation, shouldn't you just get your own land and do it? Makes sense to me. But I'm gonna go with all these people I don't even know, and we're gonna stand around the yard cleaning chickens and looking like misfit. Those women look like a hot mess. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about now. They look horrible. Those women don't even have on. Lord have mercy. Have y'all seen them? They got them Aunt Your Mama uniforms on. It's just like a damn prison. They all look the same. They all dress the same. Man, come on. Our women always have their own style. Even when they was cleaning and making sure the house looked good and making sure their family had food. We all had our own style. Our women looked good when they was out there because they had other servants doing it for them. You got Judah in the field with them damn Aunt Your Mama clothes on. Huh? Y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. Probably said, what y'all talking about? Well, sometimes you just got to bring it out. I don't mean no harm, but I have to say it. You find these women on Pastor Dow's land. If you don't know who that is, go look up. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. In these misfits clothing, looking like Aunt Your Mama, busting their ass. Shit, I'm going to leave it at that. If you don't know who that is, then Google it. Go to YouTube and you tell me your thoughts, okay? My. We're 43 minutes in, man. Let me say something real quick before I get my go into commercial and play a few songs. Y'all know I've always I've been talking about it, and I will mention this again. Y'all don't have to DM me about that Magic Mind. You can just go to my info box in my radio show, because it's not on every show. You know, we talk about it here and there, okay? But you'll be able to catch it here. You can see it. You just hit the logo, and boom, you're there. So yeah, just like I said before, you know, go try it, man. Like I can't see. I want y'all to understand what I feel. It ain't gonna be what you feel, but it's natural herbs. And realistically, once we come back to natural herbs, fruits, and vegetables, and just consume that a lot, you start thinking better anyway. But herbs was a way for us to clear our minds. But I say this, if you're going to take that product, Magic Mind, right, do not eat processed food, guys. You're not going to get it. Processed foods, sugars, soda pop, alcohol stops it prohibits you from thinking. It just stops. How many times have you had things you want to do? I'm gonna explain something. Let's say you went to, I don't know, Burger King and got you a burger, right? And you ate that burger. You said, man, that burger was hot. They usually have it kind of semi-lukewarm. It was hot. And then you get back home, you had some things you was getting ready to do. And time you sit down, you get a little sleepy. You feel, I'll do that shit another day. See, what did the food do? It dimmed you. It made you dummy down. It makes you feel totally like, I just feel like going to sleep. When you're eating food like that, it doesn't have a pickup because it's not made to pick. Comfort food is lazy food. You want something that's going to spike your immune system. Natural. I'm just telling y'all, I can't tell you how it would make you feel, but I'm going to put it out there one more again, okay? It will give you a pickup, okay? Now, if you're a person that's natural anyway, I'm telling you, try it. Get the subscription. That's what I got. I got 15. How many bottles I got? 3, 6, 9. I had 15 bottles because it's cheaper to go subscription, right? But I'm just telling you, just try it. And some people ask me this. You don't have to DM me, man. Just listen to the show. Y'all be asking me stuff in DM that I already said. It ain't like that shit that you go get at the gas station. You know them little red bottles that you drink and you just feel like you can fly? I don't know what. That shit is equivalent to Red Bull. It ain't like that. But don't mix it. What I mean by that, don't y'all be out here eating all this fast food stuff and then consuming alcohol and say, man, I didn't feel it. Shit, you already there. You got too much shit going on. You got to clean yourself, man. You really have to clean your immune system to take effect of nature. And you're missing out on so much how productive you could be if you just follow the guidelines of natural. Natural is just the way to be, man. So that's my 2 cents. It ain't going to be like everybody else, but that's just my 2 cents. I'm going to take a pause for the calls. And when we come back, we're going to finish this topic because it's a very interesting topic. You need to know how long we've been here. And it kills me when people say, well, we almost, this is going to end pretty soon. It won't. It depends on what you have done. Why you think I said the Most High going to ask you, what did you do? Because whether you're not getting to the next destination because you black and because you say you believe, what have you done? The Most High is holding everybody accountable for something. You just not going to believe and live your life and then come back to the show and say, I get it. Nope. Faith without work is dead. You're going to have to, the Most High wants to see you moving, doing something. You say, well, what should that be? If you got to ask me, I don't know. I can't tell you what y'all want you to do. Hell, I didn't know what he wanted me to do. I had to follow that road. That's why I say some of y'all the Wizard of Oz. You need a heart, you need carrots, you need a brain. So, hey, do your thing. I'll be back in a minute. Y'all stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'd like you guys to meet our new sponsor. They're no strangers to the platform. You guys remember Get the Tea? Well, let's talk about it a little bit. They carry all natural, non-GMO, organic herbal cleansing teas and supplements. They source their ingredients from the purest available. Now, you guys know I talked about this company a while back. Well, needless to say, they have 3 exciting flavors, natural, peppermint, and pomegranate. Now, here's the kicker. If you get this before December 31st, check this out. If you buy 2, you get 1 free. You probably say, well, yeah, that's all right. But no, check it out. You buy 2, you get 1 free. And you put my name in as Yash5. You get $5 off. And these days and times, I think you guys should appreciate that. GetTheTea.com. They're back on the platform. I'd like to thank them so much for choosing me to give this wonderful ordeal. I'm all about natural, man. If it's natural, it makes sense. I will say this again. They use the purest available ingredients. All natural. Buy 2 this month, get 1 free. GetTheTea.com. It's a digestive detox tea. When you get there, tell them Yash Kara sent you. Yeah.
Hello?
Is Riri there? She don't want to deal with me no more. What? Hold on.
What's going on? Pick up your phone. You're telling me everything I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to be a good man. I just got off a 12-hour shift again. Who's paying the bills? You driving wheels? just wanna make things right, but you're still here. You're still here. You love drama, that's what you come from, that's your mama. But let me tell you something. The next time the po-po knocking at my door, doing something that your mama said, making this drama roll, I can't do it no more. I wanna be stress-free, I wanna be drama-free. How come I just can't have you for myself? I gotta deal with your auntie and all them elves. I can't do it no more. I'm working a hard job, but is it worth it going through the curses with your mama and your sister and your auntie and your brother? I ain't family, I'm the enemy. So I wash my hands, I'm close the door. I don't wanna deal with you no more. See, I'm washing my hands, I'm close the door. I don't wanna deal with you and your family no more. Now I see the real enemy is you. You get so mad when I tell you the truth, but your auntie all up in your ear. Baby, do this, baby, do that. I'm driving down the street, my mind on my money, but I can't concentrate, cause I'm thinking about your funny. Guns drawing on me, talking about you hurt my sis, you hurt my little baby. I can't deal with this, I gotta go somewhere and clear my mind, cause I ain't gotta do time, I got a family to raise. But you, nobody wants to hear about you. Every time I open my mouth, it's about you. Every time I go to work, it's about you. When I pay these bills, when I drive this real, when I put the gas, when I put the cash, when I lay away, I'm going astray. Put the food on the table today. Fast food, good food, vegan food, alkaline food. It ain't enough for you. What do? I need some peace and comfort in my life, true, but you can't give it to me because you beneath me. You become toxic because you hammer around your family. All my words are getting stumbled. That's what a man do when he gets so angry and he's trying to be humble. Help me out, get it, walk me to the light. Help me out, baby, walk me to the light. Cause if I stay any one more night, I'ma slice, I'ma stab, I'ma kill tonight. Because I'm trying to do the right thing. Get it. This woman won't let me be a man. And her mama, and her brother, and her sister too. I done had enough, I tell you what I'm gonna do. We'll wash my hands, close the door. I don't wanna see you no more. You see, I'm washing my hands, I'm closing the door. You, your family, no more. The sun, the sun. Give it, the sun. Get it, the sun.
You're now tuned out to Nashville Worldwide.
Yeah, so I went and bought a van. Hey, pray, yeah, man. So I went and bought a vest. Man, I went and bought a vest. Enemies wanna lay me to rest. They wanna see me with my hands by my side. Eyes closed, mouth zip tight. Don't wanna see a brother win. Ain't right, oh no, win. Only right that I make them pay. If they innocent, get them out the way.
Why you sell your soul for that damn bling? I'm not a slave or an African, I'm a damn king. Go read the Bible, stop saying that you boring, nigga. Why they killing us and taking our organs, nigga? I'm from the tribe of Judah. That's what y'all said. Why you wanna shoot your brother in the damn head? Why you give your brother up to the damn feds? Why you fill your brother up with that damn lead? This world is fake, it's the reason why I ain't go to college. The 2/3 gonna perish from the lack of knowledge. And y'all knows I had to take a different route. Fuck the clout, my enemies wanna take me out.
So I went and bought a vet. Man, I went and bought a vet. Enemies wanna lay me to rest. They wanna see me with my hands by my side. Eyes closed, mouth zip tight. Don't wanna see a brother. Ain't right, oh no, win. Only right that I make them pay. If they innocent, give them out the way.
Why you sell your soul for that damn magic? This energy I have to earn like what they use for ashes. In the land of milk and honey, syrup and molasses. But your dumb ass chose to help manipulate the masses. What's a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? But what's a man to teach the world and let his soul glow? Man, I get that when I buck, I got these demons flinching. They got their guns but scared to bust like semen retention. Don't do the math, you can't calculate how I calculus. Just meditate and breathe, take a puff of the algae, bruh. Cause y'all knows I had to take a different route. Fuck the clout, my enemies will never take me out.
So I went and bought a vet. Man, I went and bought a vet. Enemies wanna lay me to rest. They wanna see me with my hands by my side. Eyes closed, mouth zip tight. Don't wanna see a brother. Ain't right, oh no, win. Only right that I make them pay. If they innocent, give them out the way.
Yeah.
All praises to the Most High.
Together for a lifetime. And our in-laws are upset because we don't tell them what we do in our marriage. You see, we don't talk about our finances, we don't talk about our issues, because that's just something they can hold over us when they want us to move with them or move against us. It never amazes me how far people go. Chances are. Want to act like we have never been united on one front. People always want to tell you what they would do, but they never do what they advise you to. You see, when you're doing something right, you got haters. If you got everybody that loving you, you're doing something wrong. And they'll go to the extreme. They'll go far, but damn, chances are.
Show me your light. Yeah, show me your light. Yeah, show me your light.
You're now tuned to Nash Radio Worldwide.
It's been a long road, and my fate instead of getting tested day by day. Yeah, I come my way, take it day by day. Sometimes I lay my head down, I get to thinking, will I lose my crown? Yeah, but then I pick my head up, 'cause y'all got me now. And I ain't lonely no more. Y'all done showed me it's light. I gotta get through the fight, yeah. And I ain't lonely no more. I gotta get through the fight. Y'all done showed me it's light, yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's happening?
Man, I'm just going through some things right now, dog.
You need to give it to y'all, bro. I told you that already.
It's Jesus Christ. I mean, I've been praying to him, bro.
Nah, bro. It ain't no Jesus Christ, bro. His name Yahweh be Yahweh, bro. That's the Son, the Father name is Yahweh, bro. You gotta keep that twist. Gotta realize something, man. Ain't no white man gonna take us out of this world, bro. Especially if he beat us and raped us, bro. It's just that simple. Ain't no white man gonna come save me. He ain't gonna put his hand out for me.
Got you, bro. Look, man, let me finish do this, bro. I'm gonna chop it up with you later.
All right.
Yeah, show me your light. Yeah, show me your light. Yeah, show me.
Show me the light. Yes, sir. Yes, Crowd Radio. We took a little small break to put things in perspective so that we could filter our minds. That's why it's good to have spiritual righteousness of sound and play, because that dictates the way you will react to the world. And that's what we do, man. You got to be very careful what you put out, because what you put out goes in and you react to it. Every time I see somebody on World Star listen to some crazy hip hop, they got that gun in their hand and that blunt in the other. The gun accidentally goes off, because that's what it does. It's subliminal. You haven't heard nothing of righteousness, of just talking about family values and love. And damn near 20 years, they all talking about get that bag, get that hole, get that nigga, go, go, go. That's all they talk. I'm going to get that bag. If I don't get none, I'm going to get that bag. That's all they say, right? So there's no, even when you get the bag, you ain't going to do nothing with it, but do what the next person did, get a bunch of jewelry. Right? That's when you know they're lost in the sauce, because they all do the same exact thing. They all go get jewelry, they all go get spinners, and they all go get Big Booty Shirley. I mean, it's almost like a curse within a curse. They all do the same thing. They say, when I get mine, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They all do the same. They all go get all that damn truck jewelry, all that shit on their fingers, right? And they gotta go get them some Yeezys, and then they living. Wow, you're nothing but a walking billboard. Yeah, I just see, like, you know, it's not our job to correct these people. That's the life they chosen, and the Most High ain't dealing with them. They don't even know how deep in the wilderness they're in. You know, there's no coming back for them. And you probably say, well, Yash, what if there are some people like that? Well, by this time, because first of all, if you can afford something of that nature, because that jewelry costs more than life, you're probably some drug cartel, or you're probably into the industry, or some movie actor, actresses, modeling. You've already went to the next level. The Most High can't deal with you. He brought you back hoping you would escape that life and understand the righteousness, but you bypass it. That's why this is such a hard tightrope, because so many people want that bag so bad, man. Okay? That's why, you know, they can't make it in today's world. They want to get righteous. That's why you saw a lot of people coming over to Yash Kara Radio with craziness. Because you'd be surprised how many people I told, I can't play that, man. I can't play that. Niggas was just trying to blow up. They don't care. However they can get that attention, they don't care. Women do the same thing. And they still ain't went nowhere. Because your intentions is evil. The Most High wants something of substance, wants you to learn, and you still ain't learned. You still doing the same thing. So at some point, Yah has to throw his hands up. Because he's not, you probably say, how long they going to keep coming back? As long as they have the potential. Like, if you know you're a spiritual person, but you just haven't connected the dots, Yah see the good, and you may have to die and come back again. Right? But at some point, when you make that left turn, he knows ain't no coming back, you know, and that left turn is, hey, man, the celebrities DM you, and I like to invite you to a party. Y'all know he ain't coming back after this, or she ain't coming back. YouTube, TikTok is nothing but A&R now. It's all they go when they want to recruit now. They go to TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. They want to look for chicks to be in videos. They go to Instagram. They go to TikTok to see who they're going to blow up. That's the A&R, and they can't get past it. And every time they get these huge endorsement deals, what do the parents say? The Lord know he got his hands on you, honey. You are so blessed. We're so quick to call money, anything of money and power, blessed. And sometimes it's nothing but a curse. And that curse will harm your entire family, if not your generation. And at that particular time, when Satan put his paws on you, because the Most High brought you back because you have potential, but he didn't guarantee you your way. You're going to have still fight through these tribes and tribulations. But you took the left turn. Whoop. Now he stepped back and said, nothing I can do now. See, because each time you come back, you take a chance with dancing with the devil. So that's why you see all them pictures. You see all these old artifacts of pictures that you say, well, they look like Queen Latifah. They look like Nicki Minaj. Well, they were. Okay. And it doesn't matter if they were Gentiles. There was a righteousness that the Most High saw some hope. But when they came back and danced with Satan, he said, no, not this. I can't do nothing with them. So their journey stops. You make sense now? How many times you seen people had good intentions, but then 2 years later, you be like, yeah, let me see what old boy. Next time you see him, he's throwing up the goat. He got all this jewelry on. He's sleeping with all these different women. He know all the celebrities. Damn, his journey stopped. There's nothing the Most High can do, because every time you come back, you take a chance on losing it, because the Most High ain't going to look out for you like that. Now, as long as you got potential, and you showing great promise, and you don't really know his name, but the Most High know you really have that strong belief of faith, Satan gonna come at you. He gonna say, no, Lucifer, go get back now. He's doing pretty good. You probably say, well, when will Yah step back? When you're trying to play him like Solomon. Let me explain. Let's say, for instance, you got the best intentions, right? Solomon loved the Most High, but he started losing his way. Why? Because he had a lot of big booty Shirleys that didn't love Yah, but worshiped other gods. He started losing who he was and said, well, Yah can wait. I'm going over here to play. Most High said, I love you too much to watch you destroy yourself. When Satan took him. And that's what be happening to you. You have the greatest intention, but you get with the wrong chick, the wrong dude, the wrong family member, and you start losing your way and getting that bag. The Most High take you early. How many times you seen people die of cancer early? Probably saying, that's cruel, man. That's really cruel. You have no intentions. You had no ideas on how the Most High saw this man's future going to be. There's been a lot of 18-year-old kids across the border that die 18, 19, say that's so young, but you don't know what Most High already done seen, and he don't want that person to go through what he knows coming down the pipeline, because the family's too damn wicked to see it. So he took them. You got to understand, man, Most High is not playing. This journey of spirituality is real. And sometimes your family is so wicked, they've done so many bad things that the Most High ain't going to let you have a healthy offspring. And so let's say you've done some things that only you and someone else knows, and it was really bad. You might have been a part of trafficking children, right? Real talk. Let's say you was doing it at 25, at 30. Now you're 45, 50. You didn't change. But the Most High haven't forgot that, because you haven't healed from that. You still think about how much money you made from kidnapping 4 kids. $20K each kid. You're going, shit. Maybe we need to get back. So it comes back. It goes back and forth. And now you got beautiful girls. You got a son too. And you don't want the thought of someone taking your kids would devastate you, but you have done it and you still think about it. So what do the Most High do? He take your children in a car crash. It's going to weigh heavy on you. You caused that. And unless those kids knew who Yah was, they ain't going to the other side. They're going to come back as a babe in someone else's womb to try to get it right again. You see what I'm talking about? But let's say one of those kids knew who Yah was, right? It doesn't matter if your mom don't know it, your daddy don't know it, but let's say you as an individual, a child, reached out and started seeking his name and starts having understanding, because as a babe, you can start doing this. Most High see the light in you. And there's a car crash. He going to spare you because you have light. But the others should perish. Their journey has stopped. Your journey only going to go for so long because the Most High know you can only roll the dice for so long. But for Satan put his paws on you. That's why content creating is becoming very lucid and then becoming convoluted because Satan sees potential to fool. And so you go to these content and you just doing silly shit. Now you're putting your whole families in it and y'all making big money. And we're going to do this as a family. As the more money you make, you forget who you are. So you still celebrate pagan niggas holiday. You still call him G. Somebody say, you should check out the Hebrew and find out his name. Man, I ain't got time for that. Jesus has been blessing me. The blood of Jesus got me. Most High sees your intentions. He don't look one day. He can just see it down the line and how your children also going to be. He has to walk away because the money is so great. You don't want to hear nothing else. You're like, man, shit. I mean, that might be his name, but that's going to mess up my money. So you refuse to acknowledge his name because that ain't going to bring you no wealth. So you're going to keep on the Jesus Christ era. So at that particular time, the Most High read your mind into telepathy. And you're going to raise your children the same way. The bloodline don't fall too far from the apple tree. So he's going to stop your journey. And now you're on your own. Satan rubs his hands together going, ooh, I got me one. And what's going to happen? Here come the celebrities. Your family is so beautiful. We like to invite you to the Ellen DeGeneres show. Whew, it done already started. And how many times people go to Ellen DeGeneres thinking they've been blessed? And what does she do to cover Satan's tracks? We heard about your dancing, and we see that what you're trying to do is great. We wanted you to get far ahead, and you're so good at teaching it. We got your studio. Oh, my God. We got your dancing shoes. Oh, my God. You're going to need somewhere and some place to travel. Not just that. You need a vehicle. We gave you a van with all expenses paid, all we paid up, and you're going to need a house to do all this in, and we got your house. Oh, so blessed. You just crying, and Ellen, I always thought you was the person that you trembling in your voice and shit. You sitting there just big old snot bubble. She's sitting there. You notice every time they do that, you probably say, how she stay so calm and she don't get excited? You giving her energy. She needs you to get excited over nothing so she can get energy. And that energy goes through her to Satan. And that's why she sit with her legs crossed like the devil she is, looking like a man in drag. And she just put a smirk on her face. That's Satan. He sat back going, you damn fools. That little one, that's the one I want. Woo. Huh? Y'all sitting there with crocodile tears at that particular moment. Your journey has stopped. See, I want you to understand what I just told you. You say, what you mean, Yash? Your journey just stopped. Because ain't nothing gonna get you to believe that woman is not righteous. There's nothing that no one can tell you that Hollywood ain't all right. You have a sworn believer, and then they're going to put you in that room. You know your daughter can make $50,000 a week. We just need her for commercials. Well, ain't the Lord good? The blood of Jesus. Lord, I tell you, Mama, I can get you a house. Now, Ellen is your guardian angel. I told you what's going to happen for you. Just keep your head up. All that bullshit. And you know what they say? She come back in that room with that same smirk because Satan is in her now, smiling. Look at this. Whoa, I didn't know she had a niece. Yeah, the niece look better than the daughter. I take both. Come on. Why don't we throw something else in here? Why don't we give them some spending money? Ellen, give them spending money. And guess what else we're going to do for you? We're going to give you $100,000 for spending money. Oh, the blood of Jesus. Right? Because for Satan to do what he's going to do, he has to camouflage you. Now watch this. For every evil act has to be some truth. You probably say, oh, I don't understand it. She going to have a conversation. Now, she ain't going to make it convincing, but it's her job to still tell you the truth. But she has to say it. Satan always had to give you some truth before he get ready to do his deed. And sometimes the deed is not that day. It'd be next week. It'd be 6 months from now. But the deed is done when this is happening. And say, sometimes we get people to come on our show and they're willing to do anything. And I was like, don't do anything, honey. Think. And I can see that you guys have a great family. And I don't think you would do anything for wealth, right? Oh, no, we won't do anything. Yeah. But how about, your daughter being in those commercials? Just a little nudity, not a lot. See, you see how Satan just flipped it? You just said you won't do anything, but see, they hit you again to make you lie. When you say nude, like what? Just the buttocks, something real cute, just like the Lux commercials. Okay, that ain't bad. And you know what you're going to say? How much it pays? Oh, that's the big one. I don't know if I should tell you. If she was on the Love diaper commercial, well, that's like $200,000 a week. Okay, we could do that. So why was that necessary? See, because what she told you was some people would do anything for the fame. And you sit back and say, no. But she came back and say a little nudity and you gave in. So at that particular point, the Most High said, your journey doesn't stop. So Satan rubs his hand. We got one. We got another one. Right? And so why they giving you the house and they give you that $100,000 in spending money and they gave you that car, that van, you saying they so good. And you know what they did? They had you sign all these forms. They had you sign a 1041. They had you to sign a 1040. They had you sign a 1099. They had you sign a 1096 and they did the 1099 OD on their own. So what happened? They went into your authenticated trust and gave you right out of your own pocket. But you couldn't see it because you're blind. You understand? Don't it make sense? And you can let them hear this and they'll say, like, that nigga crazy. If Ellen called me, I'm going today. See, they are not of this world. So you got to realize that most of these people that y'all trying to convince, even people in your family, they just stool pigeons, man. They're not even in the world. They just blink. The Most High just put them here to take up space, and they have a particular time and place when they're supposed to erupt. That's why some people came to the chat room starting trouble, to just start bursting out of shit, because at that particular time, he gave them a time factor when they're supposed to erupt, and how many will follow, how many will lead, and how many will stay on the path of righteousness. And most of them went with the evil. See, you failed. You failed the test. And you're not done. You may say, well, I'm doing my own thing, not without Yah. Because if Yah's not with you, then you're doing it with Satan. You got to understand, you can't be your own man or woman. There's sides you're going to have to pick, homie. And this ain't no Crips and blood. This is a spiritual warfare. Either you're going to be of the evil or you're going to be of the righteousness. You can't do nothing on your own. So when you say, man, I'm going to just come back to that, I'm going to get with my boy. Your boy is evil. Your girl is evil. And that's the side you pick. And ain't no once you do this, you're done. The Most High say your journey is done, my friend. It don't matter how young you are, because you ain't showing worthiness of Yah, because you believe you know. How you know? The Most High have to give you this knowledge. Man, you can open up the Bible day and night with a stronghold dictionary. Don't mean you ready. No man is ready in their 20s or 30s. You don't get it that easily. You got to go through something. You think you just going to open up a book, have a conference, and you ready to preach. Nigga, please. That's a fool. You see? And then what happens, those around you that faking, they're going to get tired because they're not about that life. The Most High going to put it on their spirit to get agitated. And they're going to be like, man, I'm tired of doing this scripture shit. Let's just do what we do. Let's just bop this music out. And you're going to say, damn. This nigga really ain't about that. How did you not know? Now you have to forgive yourself and hope that Yah forgive you and get back on the road of righteousness. And you don't need a man for that. You need Yah, and you need to cleanse yourself, and you need to clean your damn closet. But you know what happens? Satan got his arms around you. You thinking it's still Yahweh. It's not. You can put Yahweh in all the songs you want. Yah still ain't with you, because you ain't learned nothing. This is why Most High can't deal with young folks, because they follow trends and they follow the crowd. And then by the time they feel that they've been used, they be in their 30s when they wake up. Then they have to start all over again. Because I know what it's like. I was there. I know what that life is like. So that's why you can't waste too much time with them. You just have to let them live and keep going, because you know they're going to fall. We know they're going to fall because they're walking in man's light. They ain't walking in Yah's light. You know, they think they know scriptures and they don't. They think they know the essence of you don't know shit. How the hell you know? It kills me when somebody says, I know how you ain't live, bruh. You ain't even live. Females be like, I know how you know, honey. You haven't lived. You ain't had your first hiccup. You had your first tragedy of death. You don't even know what it feels like to be near death. You don't even know what it feels like for someone that you thought loved you turn on you. You haven't had that. You haven't had that. You thought the people that was with you make parody videos on you. You don't even know what that's like yet. But yet you got it. You have no idea. You're still walking among fools. And you're the biggest one. You know, they think they can just Google shit. Just let me Google. Right? Yeah, you just sit back and watch. Get your popcorn. It's a done deal. And the women probably are the worst because women have too much trauma to begin with. Their life is not where they want to be. They're living with all these different people. And you can usually tell when somebody live with a lot of people because time they pick up the phone, you hear nothing but, I was there, I was there, you hear all that shit. And a lot of times they be kids, nieces, and nephews, they live with all that. They ain't got no room. Some bitches sleeping on whatever they can sleep. That's enough to drive you crazy. You know, you can't afford your own place, not because you don't have the potential. You just want something easy. You're looking for an easy way out. And so that's why whenever something get hard, you throw in the towel. You don't never tackle task. You want somebody to do it with. That's why you're an instigator. You're propaganda. You like to keep up bullshit because that's your life. Your life is bullshit. Any woman that keeps up shit, her life is shit. Point blank. That's just facts. She sleeps around. She sucked dinglings like lollipops. Right? She done had all kind of husbands. Keep saying she want a husband, but got all kind that had abortions. Come on, man. Stop playing. These women out there don't even work. Just go raw. I'm just feeling I'm feeling myself. I just need one. Get pregnant, go get, put the tools up in and get that out of me because he ain't found the material. Shit, you sure ain't wife material. And usually women who are in that frame of mind needs another woman in that frame of mind because a woman that's not in that frame of mind ain't going to hear it. So you got all these women in your little call or conference room. They're all the same way. They're all miserable. And they bash him, and these niggas think they know this. And I tell you, boy, that Yash Camaro is the worst one. You understand? But we ain't never did none of them. But see, that's misery because they faking it. And once they come real with themselves and say, I'm really not about this. I need to really just clean my closet first and then come back full circle. So they're trying to be something they're not. That's why you see them jump in and jump out, jump in and jump out. They're not about that life, man. They hit the clubs all the time. They get their little strong drink. Y'all know it's the truth. They sit back and what the fuck? All that. You hear me? And then they think you got you snowed. All right? They always turned up. Check out them women. And they ain't got to be young. These are older hoes, too. They always turned up. Every woman that like to turn up, check them. Watch where they at. Some of these chicks be on acting like they're righteous. It's because they'll use an avatar on Instagram and speaker, right? And then they go to TikTok in another name, and they be wiggling their ass like you don't know. And when they talk, you can hear them or whatever, and they be shaking their ass. You be like, ain't that old girl from Instagram? Then they find out you in the room, they cut it off. This is a lot of shit, man. A lot of these people be acting like they righteous. They be on TikTok doing OnlyFans. God damn. Then they feel guilty. They come back to the room. Ain't that the truth? I'm working on myself and I just had a lot of closet cleaning. Oh, please. You've been sucking dinglings like lollipops. Please get the hell out of here. Stop it. Just stop the madness. And I realized the biggest holes are the ones that the loudest. Them the biggest holes. Ones always want to be seen. You know, like I said, what, period. These hoes are so nasty. You know, always taking them crazy ass avatar pictures, looking all cute, duck lips, and like, I wish you would. Here I am. Hashtag having a good time. Hashtag losing weight. Hashtag just bought some glasses. Hashtag living in my life like I should. Miserable. Those lying their ass off. Miserable as hell. Oh, damn well ain't shit going on. They go into these apartment stores and stand by these nice frames and pictures and shit, and go to the car lots and take pictures, and it make them feel good for a minute because they get a few likes and shit. They be like, yeah, she look good. Okay. But reality hits. She got to get our ass on that that damn train, or that damn bus stay with all them stanky ass people. Let me in, man. Shit, my stop next. Don't y'all step on my stilettos. I rented these. I got to take these back. Right? And reality don't hit because she's still looking at her phone. She see all the likes. But the minute she opened up the door, where she stands, she stayed with her aunt. It's about 7 of them motherfuckers in a 2-bedroom. From the moment she opened up that door, I was just saying, hey, auntie, I want some sausage. I want some juice. Boy, reality hit like a motherfucker, don't it? And then you have a nigga like me put in perspective, like, I can't stand him. I hate him. I ain't did shit to you. Shit. Just be real with yourself. You know what I mean? And then they still have a little something about them, you know. They be hitting their 40s by now. They still kind of cute. They be in their 30s too. They still got a little cute face, decent body. Then they'll get on there and make them sentimental videos. Let me just say this for sure. I ain't got long. Let me just speak my mind on this bullshit. You got these men out here thinking they know everything. They supposed to be righteous and talking all that shit. But you know they grass need cutting like everybody else. Child, don't you go out here and let somebody lead you astray. See, I'm a realist. And I want somebody to meet me halfway. And when they do, you will hear about it, because I'm a good woman. I don't take that BS. But the moral of the story, don't you let nobody guide you down the road of nowhere. I just had to say that today. My name is Biscuit Laquita Sheila Kalulu, signing off. Please. You looking for a man? Oh, you got 5. I got 5 on it, all in prison. Shit. Where they at though? Come on. What? You just told them you got 5 babies. Not one of them got a daddy. What the hell are you talking about? Ain't one got a daddy. Don't you let these men lead you astray. Oh, who led you? You only 32 and I had 32 dinglings. That's all I'm saying. And you don't know half of the time you don't even know the baby daddy. You just sleeping with motherfuckers. It's yours. It's yours, Kenneth. It's your. I'm a pro to you that I love you. And then when we get this, will you put this behind use? I will. Let's go, Biscuit. Well, we have did a thorough investigation on the DNA. And by the looks of it, Biscuit and Lucid. So, okay. Who is Arthritis? That's my sister. She's my witness. Okay. Well, is it okay she's be here? Yes, it's fine. Just tell us the results. Well, from the DNA results, Mo Chief is not the father. Running. You hear number footsteps. Come back, Biscuit. Come back. I just knew he was the last person I would win. I don't know what's going on. Is there anybody else that you can bring to the court and that we will be doing it out of the graces of our own pockets to get this matter behind you. Can you think arthritis? I got 3 friends, and I can see, I mean, we ain't never did nothing, but sometimes people be doing stuff to me when I'm asleep. Bitch, ain't nobody touched you. You like 7-Eleven. Whoever got the greater picker-upper, poke, 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 poke. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Fuck out of here. Buy orange juice and a donut. You got it. It is what it is. I don't know who could it be, though. Who could it be now? Shit, she don't know. Just running. He'd be like, it's been 6 months and you said it was mine. You the only one I've been with, Mo Chief. I wouldn't put that on you like that. Lying her ass off. Done had them all. Everybody in the damn hood know who she is except you, because we fooled. Because she look a certain way. She built a certain way. Shit, please. She's a runner. She's a track star. Y'all better stop it. Y'all get miscomplacent, man. Sitting back talking about, she bad. Yeah, she bad. That look, you better get you an Aunt Esther. You better get that one with that one eye, that one tooth. I know you gonna be hungry today, but I'm gonna make sure that you good. I'm gonna have your dinner. I'm gonna have your breakfast. I'm gonna have your snack, because you are mine and you are all mine. Aunt Esther gonna take care of you. And you women sit back going, well, what about the men? Get you a Gary Coleman. You heard me? With them rusty ass knuckles, with them bad feet, and walk sideways. He gonna be good. Now, baby, when you come home, I'm gonna have your food for you. I'm gonna have your breakfast. I'm gonna have your dinner. I'm gonna have your snack, because you're mine and you're all mine. That's what you gonna need. All this, I want me a dude that look like something. He ain't gonna do nothing for you. He gonna be cute. Hell, he gonna be cute than you. He gonna be in the mirror more than you. Shit, he gonna be sitting there with a foundation just like you. He's supposed to be the man. When he make love to you, he's supposed to be going, yeah, yeah. He be putting it on you, right? Instead, he like you. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, girl, you're doing it to me. Oh, I know you love me. She going, wait a minute. What's the man voice? Bring the man out. He worse than you. He's screaming like you, right? Both of y'all screaming. You going, he going, ooh. You in trouble. You in trouble. Man, look, we have jokes. We do what we do. We're serious. We talk about this shit all the time, but we just sometimes have to put in perspective and reiterate things. It's just real. It is what it is. If anybody know what I'm talking about, you ain't going to be screaming like no damn woman. Women just naturally have a natural moan. That's what makes women women. You said, sometimes a woman want to look at you when she on top of you. She want to see how you looking. You want that masculine look, like, yeah. Oh, girl. Oh, she the Kalulu. You know it. She going, okay. He got it. That's my man. She looking at you. You biting your lip, rolling your eyes. Girl, I don't know what I'm going to do. My fingers stuck in my hair. Oh my God, girl, you got my toes curling. You might want to change. He ain't who you think he is. Shit. He more feminine than you. Fuck out of here. He made a mistake and told you, but you didn't pay no attention. You be like, well, Yash, what you mean? How did he make a mistake? How did I not see it? Well, you remember the time he got done with you? Y'all was done with each other. I mean, not like breaking up, but both of y'all had somewhere to be, right? And you was getting dressed. And he said, Sheila, you said, what? Girl, you see my manis? You say, what? Yo, what? He fixed it. My damn drawers. See, he threw you a bone, but you didn't catch it. He said, where's my manis? You didn't catch it, though. It was your fault. That's all, just a little fun. And, we talk about stuff, man. We have to, I like the show because we can bring so much real and we can bring a little laughter, But at the same time, y'all know what time it is, right? My purse. It is what it is. It's sad to say that it's so much of this going on. Like you can look. Like sometimes you be like, I know old boy into that. He be masculine as hair. He got a beard. Nigga look like he buff. Look like a linebacker for the St. Louis Cardinals or St. Louis Rams. If even that's a team today, Los Angeles Rams or whatever. Nigga look like a linebacker and be gay as fuck. And it's got nothing to, no one's shaming you, man, because that's the road you took. That's between you and Yah. But if you're ashamed of it, bro, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. You know, I think a gay man should say he gay and leave it at that. Let Yah judge you. However that's going to happen, because I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you your life story. You know, that's not my role. My thing is I don't fuck with gay folks. I don't have nothing against you. You know, as a human being, I don't have nothing against you as a gay man or woman. But you and I can never be in one room and be cool because I don't think your intentions is right. I think if we call each other cool, you're going to have that thought, you know, let me slip a Mickey and let me see what it do. I don't think you could ever be cool if you're heterosexual and a person's gay because their intentions are going to be different. Now, they'll deny that, but I just don't believe it. It's just like a woman. If a woman is gay, okay, and y'all supposed to be cool, you can't get me to believe that every now and then she's thinking about sexual thoughts because that's the way she roll. You have to pick and choose. This is a spiritual thing, man. This is a spiritual thing. You playing with the devil's playground to think that you can hang with a lot of gay folks and it's not going to rub off on you. Because, you know, sooner or later you're going to go to the club. You can go where they're at and you're going to eat their food and you're going to become like them. You're going to get curious. You have to be who you are. You get what I'm saying? You don't know how it affects you when you say, well, that's my friend. Dad, that's your friend. But that friend that is gay has to be from afar. I know a lot of people say they got gay friends. They say it all the time in Hollywood, right? In Hollywood, they'd be like Ricky Smiley said, I got all kind of gay friends. I'm not calling Ricky gay, you know, but if Ricky Smiley keep intertwining with gay people, he's going to test the waters. That's just common sense. Why you think some studs that say they don't like number women and wind up having a lot of male friends wind up having sex with one of the men? Because that's the way nature intertwines. That's the way the spirit goes. So it's the same thing working with gay. If you're a straight guy and you got a straight friend, sooner or later he gonna want to give you a massage. Shit, it's gonna happen. You have to set yourself up for righteousness and not failure. You know, you thinking you just this strong person and we can be cool. Y'all can be cool from a distance, you know, through video, through Skype. But if y'all start hanging with people, it's going to rub off on you. You know, that's what's wrong with Hollywood. I would tell you this for surely and get out of here. 85% of the people, let's just say men, right? 85% of the men that went into Hollywood, they were heterosexual. All they loved is women. It didn't take them no much 6 months to a year to start liking men. Why? Because that spiritual realm of force of spiritual beings will have an effect on you. You may think you're strong enough to still stay heterosexual around a bunch of gay men, but you're going to wind up chasing that road. If a woman is heterosexual, a lot of women that got into the industry was heterosexual. They did not have no ambitions to be with a woman. They admired women. Most women admire women all the time. I like the way her hips are made. I like the way her boobs look. Women have said that for the beginning of time, but never act upon it. But once you get into that lime world, it's like imagine at the gym, ladies. How many times have you went to the gym and women have literally took their bras off and they literally looking at their breasts and they sitting there playing with their breasts as you trying to comb your hair? That's a gay move. And she wants to see what do you know, how you going to give her attention. If you just look at her and say, bitch, please, she going to know, oh, she ain't into it. That's a spiritual thing that's happening. You see dudes, I can tell you from experience, that's why when I go to gyms, I don't go to the bathroom just to piss and keep it popping. But if I can hold it, I'll just leave because there's so much gay activity at the gyms, man. You see dudes that go to the gym. I'm telling you for facts. I know women do it. I know my wife used to tell me she used to go to the one gym and women would just drop their towels and start shaving and looking at themselves in the mirror. That's gay shit. Okay. Dudes do the same thing. Like they'll be standing there combing their hair, and you're coming there washing your hand, they drop their towel and look at you in the mirror. So what I'm trying to tell you is that how are you going to be friends with something like that? Because that's what happens. They have such a stigma of darkness in their spirit. They constantly lurking. So you have to be careful with it. You be saying, well, that's my partner. Sooner than later, your partner going to give you a massage and he going to go down on you. Now you're going to like guys. So that's what happened in industry. They come in like in prison, right? How they say, we like with your private joke, we bad. Yeah, we bad, and wind up getting screwed, right? The moral of the story is you cannot come to Satan's playground and think you're going to win. You can pass through it. But if you decide to take hold of it, you're going to become like it. I guarantee you, DC, what's his name? Young DC Fly, something like that. He's been with him. And we're not going to, it's not about hurting him. He had to go down that road, whether he wanted to or not. How 98% of the rappers, it's a matter of time. If Country Wayne ain't did it, he will. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. That's the way it is. They go in heterosexual, and then next time you look, they look fruity. How many times have you seen it? How many times you see straight dudes that would be kicking out these rhymes, and they really look like about that life, and then about after close to a year, they be hugging niggas, kissing them on the jaw, because that spiritual world, you can't win, man. That's a spiritual being, and that's why when you get into that industry or sports, or even high corporate world, they don't want you to bring your family around, because as long as your family around who has a heterosexual and has a good spirit on it, it keeps you from going to the left, and they know that. So a lot of times what they do, they get you away. Even your husband, your man, they want your husband, man, to stay away, because once they get you in that realm, they're getting ready to change you. Because if it's 2 or 3 people that's hanging, they got 5 or 6 demons on them. And you think you can overcome that. You can't. You're going to try it. I've seen so many girls from YouTube that get into that world and they became gay and say ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to put their names out there because it is what it is, man. They do what they want to do. But I'm just saying, a lot of times they'll do it for so long they break it. Like, I'm not trying to put Fantasia under the building, but Fantasia knew all the stuff she had to do. One of the reasons she lost a lot because she didn't want to play. So Fantasia tried to kill herself at one time. Remember that? She saw too much darkness, but they told her to get that shit right. And she played the game. She lost it. She played the game. She lost it. But like I said, I don't want to drag her under the bus. I think Fantasia was a good person until she got into the industry. That's just facts, man. I'm just saying that's some good people. And I'm going to say this and get out of here. It's sad that you have people like Chris Brown who parents turned them out. Now, I want y'all to hear me clearly before I get out of here. Listen to what I'm saying. Chris Brown is fully aware of what he's doing now. I don't even think that's Chris no more. I think it's a clone. But let's just put it in perspective. Chris Brown did not ask for half that shit that was coming towards him. His mom convinced him. I just want y'all to see how this shit is done, man. At some point, you still have to take accountability. But the parents ruin these children, like Keisha Knight of the Cosbys. She was sold out when she's a baby. Coakley Holcomb, what's his name? If I'm saying his name right, of Home Alone. Parents sold him out. Gary Coleman sold him out. We can go on and on. Brooke Shields sold out. The parents sold out. They was taking nude pictures of this girl at 9 and 10 years old. Provocative pictures of Playboy. But who does that? Right? This shit just doesn't happen, man. I just want to tell y'all, I'm not making excuses for nobody, but I'm just trying to tell you before we jump on the bandwagon and say he sold out. Some of these people sold out when they knew they were selling out. Like they hit their 20s and 30s. They was already there. The parents had nothing to do with it. So it is what it is. But a lot of these childhood stars, the parents did it to them, man. And that's just, I'm not even naming a portion of them. Orlando Brown sold out as a baby. Everybody on That's So Raven that had a career afterwards sold out. That's So Raven, what's her name? Raven Simone? Parents sold out. Now she like women. She wasn't like that at first. I mean, just come on, guys. Just pay attention to how they do this shit. Justin Bieber was discovered by who? Usher? LaFace Records? They saw the potential, but the parents had to play the game because he was too young to play the game. And then as he got older, he had to play the game on his own. You get what I'm saying? Aaron Carter, same thing. The parents know what they are doing. They know this role, but they love the lifestyle. They telling him, keep doing it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Aaron Carter got tired. So the whole family went up against him. Now he dead. You see how it works? It starts with the bloodline. Start with people that you trust. They sell you out. I'm gonna say this on the documentary I did with what's his name, Dave Chappelle. Right? You can go check it out on Roku Fire Stick. When he was talking to what's her name, Maya Angelou, when she was alive, and I showed y'all the clip, right, for educational purposes only, right. And what did she ask him? She said, there's some people want you to do it because they want you to do it because they're eating off you. Then she said, some people just can't see it and they go to that side. She was asking him in code, did you sign your soul? He put his head down and she said, I knew it. I knew it. But check it, 3-4 weeks after that, they took her because they didn't give her permission to ask him that on camera. Now, I'm not telling you that was the cause because Maya Angelou was already kind of sick, but I'm just telling you it could have been rushed because certain things they don't want you to talk about on camera. After that conversation with Maya Angelou, Dave went to the car with his head down. He wasn't the same. So when Dave took that leap of faith, or he left, Dave came back, not Dave. Dave came back like a different mindset. But it was so much money at stake, they had to clone him. Guys, you have no idea. Let's say this about Simon Cowell. Y'all seen Simon Cowell? I kind of agree when people say, well, he could have had a bad plastic surgery. Simon Cowell was making a change. He didn't like being Simon Cowell no more. So you see this other Simon Cowell could be a clone. They clone them all, man. They all get a change of heart and they don't want it. Satan knows what they're thinking. Had to get rid of them. Y'all be surprised how many clones that y'all think is real that's leading y'all astray. That's acting like they for you, but they're nothing but clones to become against you. That's all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We'll come back tomorrow. The only thing I can leave y'all with now, I will answer this real quickly. Someone hit me. Oh Lord, I get too much email, so I just have people go through it and tell me briefly what it's about, and I can't answer everybody. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Somebody was asking what they asked me. I can't even remember. I get so much mail. It was about the trust for sure, but I don't have that kind of time to, let me see. Somebody asked me something. Well, someone was asking a question about a trademark. I think, and they was telling them that y'all call them because y'all don't know what the hell look. You don't need to call the state, man. Y'all wasting a whole lot of time. A lot of times they don't want y'all to get that shit no way. But they don't have nothing against you asking them questions. Someone said they couldn't get their main trade. That's because you need an LLC. If you're in the state that you live in, get the LLC first and then get the trade. Don't get the trade first and get it to your state. Don't go to the United States Patent Office. Damn. Just get it of the state. Get your LLC, then your trade, man. See, I could put all that shit together, but man, I just don't fit. People keep asking me that. I'd already, if you go to Corral Films right now, there's only 3 things I'll do. I'll do security party creditor. I do SS-4. That's for your 98 EIN. You probably don't know what that is. You need to look it up because you're going to need it. And I do what's the other one? I do the fiduciary paper for you. because filing your fiduciary, you're going to need a 1041 with that. Okay. Yeah, but that's, and they, I don't want to keep adding to it, man, because, hell, I mean, that's why I put it on Roku Fire Stick. I make it so easy for you, but I just don't want to line up, the LLCs, the traders. Because some of that shit you need to do on your own. I mean, you could literally just follow that and do it on your own if you do it by the steps, right? You get what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. They're not gonna walk you through that shit if y'all think you're gonna get a handout. Now, unless you know what you're doing. Now, if you close to know what you're doing, they may give you bits and pieces. But I told y'all it's a lot, and you need to start with the basics. It's a lot popping, man. I don't want to be responsible for doing everybody's LLCs and, some things you got to take accountability for. You need to do that on your own. Your LLCs, your trade, common law, your name. It's nothing but a copyright. I give you all of that information on Roku. You just pay attention. And some of the stuff, you can go on YouTube and follow up, man. But, I would only do the 3 that I have on my site, Some of y'all get confused about the UCC financial statement. I don't know what to tell you, man. I would do it. It's going to cost you, though, because I made it plain. It's on the site. I'm not going to take these phone calls and this is what you should. I'm not going to be the consultant. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best I can do, man. Real talk. I told you it's not going to be easy. You got to be willing and able to you got to put yourself in this shit, bro. And that's just, you still a lot more you got to do. You probably say, how much more? Well, hell, get that done and then just enjoy the ride. It's the best I can go, man, because there's no way I'm going to be, that's one reason I stopped coaching, because I started getting all of these questions. And that's okay, but I can't spend 2 hours, hour and a half on the phone explaining you about an LLC. And that's what I was doing, LLCs, and it just got too overwhelming. So I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. The Most High sees fit. Hope to answer some questions. I make it very easy for you on Roku, but if you want me to do it, those 3 forms, go on Karai Films Merch and see how you feeling, or go to YouTube and search it. But I made it plain for you. Thank y'all so much. Talk to y'all real soon, man. Y'all be good. Yash Karai signing off.